you read the video title, what if the Ottoman Empire never collapsed? Now, I'm pretty sure this is what the Ottoman Empire looked like in 1914, assuming that they stayed neutral in World War I and didn't decide to get themselves involved with the Central Powers and didn't get absolutely destroyed and then have a full-blown civil war and collapse and get taken over by the revolutionaries in World War I, they would still be here. And, of course, they kick off the, rebellion because, clearly they're still alive. Anyway, any country that the Ottoman Empire goes to war with will be represented in green, and any country the main country in the video will be red. Nice. Now, assuming that no big world organizations exist, we have the Ottoman Empire invading Greece. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of. Oh, damn it. Holy shit, this is so Ottoman troops crossed the border of Greece through here and start occupying land. Now Now, at first, the Greek troops are able to keep the Ottomans from obliterating them. Notice how I used the word obliterating? They did not survive. The Ottoman Empire practically took the entire northern part, and only the large island down here is still intact. Now, you can't see the island on the map because, it's like connected. It's like simplified world map. Anyway, Greece is forced to surrender and is fully annexed by the Ottomans. No more to Greece. But at the same time, we have a slightly chunkier Ottoman Empire. Now, next up, the Ottoman Empire with their military that was building up for a very long time, because if it hadn't been building up, they wouldn't be able to do this. Immediately proceeds to invade good old Bulgaria. Now, Bulgaria obviously can't repel this invasion, because if they could, then this... Never mind. Anyway, Bulgaria is able to hold off the invasion just like Greece. And now the other, Balkan countries are getting pretty spooked out by the Ottoman Empire's aggression, so they join on the side of Bulgaria, specifically old Yugoslav countries. Now the Ottoman Empire has to fight way, way more, and for the first time in this video, the green team advances into Ottoman territory, pushing back their troops. Completely blockaded, and Ottoman troops are pushed back out of Greece, east, and almost entirely out of Europe, and completely out of Europe. Anatolia is invaded by a green team, but that's just until the Ottoman Empire decides to not let that happen anymore. The Ottoman soldiers decides to push back the Balkan forces, completely retaking their land. And Bulgaria is not going to have a good day. And after Bulgaria falls to the Ottoman Empire, the others are soon to follow with the surrender of Green Team as every single country gets invaded. Now, with how thoroughly the Ottoman Empire won, they get to take everything. Literally everything. There is no more of these guys around. Now, the Ottoman Empire is just about done expanding in Europe. Just kidding. They invade their greatest foe yet. Bulgaria. Oh, I'm so silly. I meant to say good old Romania. Now the Romanians are pretty strong, and the Ottoman military is kind of weakened by it. So yeah, they are able to hold off the invasion just like all the rest for a bit. That's until they're really having a bad day. That's until, just like their friends that got obliterated by the Ottoman Empire, they call over Moldova and Ukraine. I mean, ignoring, just forget that Ukraine and Russia are at war right now. And of course, for the second time in this video, the good old, I didn't mean to make a mistake there. Anyway, the green team pushes back Ottoman troops, and now they're kind of at a stalemate. Of course, both sides are really quickly losing their resources to fight. And what I mean by both sides, just the green side, because the green side is losing it way faster than the Ottoman Empire. And after a little bit, the Ottoman Empire successfully manages to pass them up a lot because they ran out of their resources. The military power of the Ottoman Empire proceeds to progress into Ukraine, take over Moldova, and encircle Romania. The Romanians try to hold out, but they ultimately fail. And with all of their allies gone and a offensive going straight towards Kyiv, the Ukrainians are just like, okay, and they surrender, giving the Ottoman Empire a shit ton of land. Another full annexation occurs. The Ottoman Empire takes all of this absolutely huge amount of land. This is a very radical. This is radical, even if the Ottoman Empire didn't collapse and managed just to win. This is nuts, bro. That's a massive chunk of Europe. And now they actually are done with European expansion and want to take back their old lands in northern and just basically Africa. Now, the good old North Africans already know this is coming, so they decide to unite into like one massive union to stop the Ottomans. All of these countries and some other ones come in and join them mixed too, because the Ottoman Empire is a massive threat and should definitely be contained. But not for the purposes of this video. Now, just so you know, the purposes for this video is to entertain you and give you a nicer day, and hopefully get you to give me a like, cause this actually took a lot of work to do this, to find this particular painting application. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping and get on to the fun of it. Now, this is going to be the largest war yet between what is pretty much just Northern Africa, literally all of Northern Africa, not just like the very, very top Mediterranean coastline, all of it. The Ottoman Empire makes a strong entrance trying to take, wait, let me just go back. Makes a strong entrance and trying to take back their old lands. North Africa has yet to deploy their troops, and the population here is pretty low, so yeah. We'll just call this the North African Federation. The Ottoman Empire takes massive amounts of land. That's right, you heard me. Massive. And Cairo was taken too. Like, Egypt's big city. Anyway, just as it seems like the Ottoman Empire is absolutely demolishing the North Africans, they get help from India. They're not the same nation, but they're still getting help from India. I don't really know, I just wanted to give them a chance. You know, make it more entertaining. The Indo-African troops push the Ottoman Empire all the way back to their border and actually start pushing in with their newfound power. They branch into the Ottoman Empire, fully cutting this portion of their land off and taking it all for themselves. Just as it seems like the Ottoman Empire is going to definitely collapse, we find out that the Ottoman Empire has an ally in... Well, they don't actually have allies, they just have these 3 puppet states. And, yeah, basically what I meant to say was the Ottoman Empire pushes them back. Again. Oh, will the Ottomans ever not win? Probably not, because, well, this video's getting a little bit long. Now, with completely unstoppable forces, as the Ottoman Empire starts taking over North Africa, and India decides that's too much for them, so the North African Federation is now losing by a lot. Like, they're cooked, bro. The Horn of Africa is taken. They're just done, bro. They're done. Of course, now the North African Federation is still alive, just praying for some hope of survival. And, well, I mean, they will survive. Although just likely, you know, dissolve after the war, you know. So, of course, the North African Federation obviously can't hold themselves up. Like, look at what's happened. We just have a bunch of tiny enclaves. No more North African Federation. Now, luckily for the Africans, the Ottoman Empire is not going to annex all of that, because that's way too much for them. It's just a bunch of desert land. They don't need it. And one of the last battles for this video, land claims for this video, is them taking back a bit more than what they originally had at their peak. Actually, a lot more. And all of this land is taken. All of it. And, of course, the North African Federation has turned into a puppet. But at the last second, the Ottoman Empire decides to take a bit more land. Just to make themselves look cooler. Because they can really take as much as they want. Like, they're cooked. Not the Ottomans, but the North African Federation. They're just obliterated. No hope for survival after this. With that, the North African Federation is turned into a puppet. And I'm not actually going to mark them or anything, because I don't want to do that. Makes it a bit confusing, makes it look like the Ottoman Empire has occupied all that territory. So we already have a much, much greater Ottoman Empire, but notice how India is still selected. The Ottoman Empire really didn't like the fact that the Indians decided to help them out. And the Ottoman Empire makes a pretty dumb decision, to be honest. In invading India directly, oh my gosh. Of course, the subcontinent, like, India's pretty much just, like, the entire subcontinent. Still a bit more land to go, but... with the absolutely insane population in India at around the same as literally the entirety of Africa, the Ottomans have a really hard time pushing them in. And at this point, it kind of stalemates, and the video is almost over. So, just to be quick with it, Delhi is captured, and the Indians fall. Looks like it wasn't such a dumb decision after all. And of course, the Ottomans decide to do what they do best and decide to steal a bunch of coastline from the Hindis. and become a friend with their enemy. Now, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and great time. This is my first mapping video. India is also turned to a puppet. And I hope you liked my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye. This is the map of the Greater Ottoman Empire.